Hi, I'm Malia. This is my first booktube, and for my first booktube, I decided to review The Craig Palace. Although a lot of people haven't been able to read it because, especially around here, the book is really scarce. You also have to remember it came out in 2020, which was probably not a very good year. And I guess the book really isn't in print a lot, and my sister Hannah's joined me behind the camera. She hasn't read it yet, but hopefully we could talk about it. So Hannah, what did you think of what you did read?
It was interesting. I kind of like Newt being on his own.
What you might call a lone wolf.
Yeah. And the epilogue was pretty good.
Oh, you read the epilogue?
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
Kind of made me cry a little bit on the inside.
Oh, I know. For me, it was on the outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. So what the epilogue was basically about is it was about right after Thomas shoots Newt in the head, which that was really dark. But anyway, what a person described as an angel, which I personally think is Ava Page.
Really?
Yeah, I actually kind of think it is.
Didn't she die in the Death Cure, though?
She died in the movie. She didn't die in the book, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, we've seen all the movies. So, anyway, so what's described as an angel comes to him and tells him that his sister is alive and that they might be able to find a cure through him. And what else? Oh, she tells them that he would give Newt's journal to Thomas at all costs, basically. And that's what he used throughout the Crank Palace to write down his memories in. And for the life of me, I cannot remember how in the world he remembered anything. I honestly can't remember him. You'd think I'd remember something like that.
Wait, when did you read the book?
November 30th, 2020.
Okay.
Here, I can prove it.
Oh, you wrote it down?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bought it for you.
Yeah. So, I was really excited to find James Dashner on Instagram. I mean, like, I kind of squealed a little bit and everything. So, I started following him, and then he started, well, actually, okay, let me go back from the beginning. First of all, I found him on Facebook, and I was really excited about it. I kind of liked all his posts. But anyway, no one cares about that. So he kind of made like a more of kind of like a, I don't really know what you call it, but he made a post about what would you think would happen about 10 or 5, 10, 15, or 75 years after the death cure. And so, well, I like that post. Anyway, so he comes out with one on Instagram and saying that he had already finished the book, which takes place after the death cure, which I was really excited about.
How long after?
75 years. That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, my theory is that since in the epilogue, this person described as an angel comes to him and tells him that they were probably going to be able to find a cure through him. I kind of think that maybe Thomas will give the cure to his grandchildren and they'll go out and cure the world. Something like that. What do you think, Hannah?
Maybe. I'd kind of like to see his grandchildren. It'd be like Ghostbusters Afterlife 2.0.
Totally, it would be.
I like that movie.
Yeah. So what kind of do you think that's going to happen?
What?
What do you think that's going to happen?
In the book?
Yeah, have you ever kind of thought about it?
Do they even have a synopsis out for it? They don't have it. Isn't it supposed to come out like this month?
Yeah, that's what's so confusing and exciting about it.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something kind of funny. when I saw the post, he posted a picture of holding a copy of it in French.
Yeah, I knew it came out in French like back last fall.
Yeah, it did. And I tried looking up every word that was in French and translate it to English.
How'd it go?
It didn't work. All I got was something about a seashore.
Really?
Yeah, because the picture is like a little boat. They sailing somewhere.
Huh.
Interesting. I know, interesting, right?
Yeah. So, are they on a boat now? Maybe the little settlement that they were staying at got overrun by cranks.
Hey, that's a good idea. See, like, I was kind of thinking, like, since it's set 75 years after the death cure, I was unsure about how I felt about that. Who knows? Maybe Thomas and Brenda and Nino and everybody else are in it at all. And then I kind of got to thinking, I don't think James Dashner would do that because I've also watched his interviews.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I kind of doubt that he would do that, but you never know, I guess. Unfortunately, but I hope they're in it. So what do you think, Hannah?
Well, I'd be pretty upset if they weren't. Honestly.
Yeah. Still totally gonna read it though.
What's the point?
All I'm saying is that I would kind of be upset if they weren't in it for at least like a short period of time.
I mean, they don't have to be in it for the entire thing.
Yeah, like Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah. But if there is like a cure or something, they should be in it.
Yeah,
for a little bit. I'm guessing what's his face's sister will probably be in it.
Yeah, I'm guessing she'll be in it too. See, what I was kind of thinking is since maybe his grandchildren would be in it, so that way maybe he can like come with him on that little boat we see him on, like sailing back to the world basically. And
who?
Thomas's grandchildren.
Oh.
Maybe he could like kind of like go with them and advise.
Yeah.
Because by now he'd probably be all knowing.
Okay. Who is he, Gandalf?
Oh my. See, this is what happens when two sisters get on a video and start rambling about something we truly enjoy. This is really realistic.
Or Dumbledore.
Oh.
He's the Maze Runner equivalent of Gandalf and Dumbledore.
It's quite possible that he will be. I mean, like, he wound up escaping the maze, and that was really hard to do.
Yeah.
He was the one that drove for it. So if you ask me, he was probably all knowing at 16.
What?
Probably. I'm just saying, like,
all knowing.
Let's move on. See, I'm telling you, this is what happens when two sisters get on a video.
Anyway, continue.
Yes. All right. So, do you have any other speculations, Hannah?
There better not be a love triangle.
Between who?
I don't know. Just anybody.
Yeah.
I hate love triangles.
I hate love triangles too. They're a mess.
Because you had one with Thomas, Brenda, and Teresa. Teresa's the worst. So I was just always on Brenda's side.
Yeah. What is it that you don't like about Teresa?
What's to like about her?
Oh, Hannah, that's rude. I'm just saying, like, give intelligent answers. I know why, but, just tell me.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, first off, she's kind of crazy.
I'm talking about in the books, Hannah, not in the movies.
I'm going off both of them.
Oh, okay. We'll
She's
continue.
crazy in both. Well, I did like her in the first Maze Runner movie. And then the second one, after she betrayed everybody to basically become test tubes, it's kind of a. It's not really a great friendship right there.
Yeah.
And then she kidnapped Minho.
That was in the movies.
Well, I know, but I've only read the Scorch Trials.
Okay, so listen, I actually do have to express my current dislike for Teresa. Okay. Apparently, I kind of got aggravated during the Scorch Trials when I tried to read it.
Oh,
And I couldn't finish.
was it she? Did she like trick them into coming to this little house too?
Something like that. I don't remember.
And then they got ambushed. I can't. It's been a long time since I read it.
Yeah. All I know is that like she got like captured or something, and then
Good riddance.
yeah, that's so mean. It's kind of the truth though. But anyway, she see what kind of aggravated me about the book was that once she got captured, Thomas spent literally the entire half of the book sulking.
And which one?
The Scorch Trials. That's why I couldn't finish it, because I got so aggravated.
He sulked and then he got shot. And there was like a solid like 5 chapters.
Yeah.
Where he's like in and out of consciousness.
Yes, so if you are wanting to read the Scorch Trials, we're not bashing it whatsoever.
I liked the book.
Yeah, we're just kind of babbling here.
Like the only saving grace for those 5 chapters where he was in and out of consciousness is the fact that they're very, very short, so they're easy to get through. Yeah. It actually might be more than 5 chapters.
You made me curious. I'm gonna look that up.
But
later.
it's like at least 5.
Yeah. Okay, so I actually did look up, and apparently Teresa didn't actually betray him in the book. She pretended to betray them, and pretended to work with Wicked, and then she pretended to betray Wicked and work with them. It was kind of complicated.
She is complicated. I just prefer Brenda.
Yeah, I've always preferred Brenda, actually. How in the world did we get off on this?
Well, you asked me what I thought about the new book. I just said I hope there wasn't a love triangle.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's the next question I'm going to ask you, Hannah.
Okay.
What do you think about it being set 75 years later? Are you for it or against it?
Well, I wasn't too keen on it at first, but it's kind of growing on me the more I think about it.
Yeah, the more you like really think about it and kind of see the endless possibilities of it, it's really kind of catchy to think about, isn't it?
Yeah, generally I don't really like time skips that much.
Yeah, me neither. But I will tell you, I read some of the comments on Instagram, and most people were wanting a Newt revival.
Nah, that kind of makes the entire Death Cure pointless.
Yes, exactly. But even if they did bring him back, he's probably gonna be like 80 anyway, so that wouldn't be any good.
What do you mean that wouldn't be any good? Thomas is gonna be like 80.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm not dumbing their age whatsoever. I'm just saying, it wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Well, he did get a bullet through the brain, so it's probably not gonna happen anyway.
Yeah, unless there's magic, I guess they're,
It's kind of late in the game to bring in magic, though.
Yes, it really is.
They should have done it in like the first or second book if they were gonna go that route.
Yeah, but then again, he did say this was his first new book in a new Maze Runner series.
Oh, so it's gonna be an entire series?
I believe so, from what I understand.
Huh. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get some more movies.
Oh, please don't even get me started on that. Okay, I said I was going to review the Crank Palace. Now that we're done babbling. Okay, so Hannah for You, who has not read it.
Mm-hmm. What was that look for?
I'm just trying to play with you.
Oh.
Okay. So basically what Crank Palace is about is, this is really, really sad, but Newt's trying to find his place in the world.
After being diagnosed with the flare?
Yeah. He wasn't even professionally diagnosed. They literally just told him he had the flare.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of just went around saying who was immune and who wasn't.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess
So did he just, like, speaking of that, did he just know he had it from that point on? Or was he healthy and then he got it later?
Well, actually, before they announced it, Thomas had, of course, Death Cure and all the Maze Runner books are in Thomas's perspective.
Uh-huh.
And he noticed that Newt was getting, like, really angry. Which was out of character for him.
So he had it? Is that what they're trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
Yeah, okay. So he is basically just trying to find his place in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And he ends up running off, and he has, I'm sorry, but this was kind of a little bit of a not too bright idea. He decides that he wants to go live with the rest of the Cranks. Well, then again, like, he doesn't know where else to go.
Well, so. He is a crank, so.
Yeah, and he doesn't really know where else to go, so I guess maybe, like, can't give him, like, too hard of a time.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, they run into a crank sweep.
What?
Which was, see, all the crank palaces were actually full, and this is, like, sick. But they, what they do is go through the streets, round up all the affected, put them in a pit, and burn them. Ooh. You should see her face.
Wow.
I know. And I'm saying, that was sick. So anyway, a woman named Kaisha, I think that's her name. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Oh, is this the woman with the little girl?
Boy.
Oh, she has a little boy?
Yeah.
Okay,
of course,
whatever.
That's kind of spoilery at this point, but she ends up...
Spoiler warning for Crank Palace.
I think we're
17 minutes into the video.
I think we're way past that. Yeah. Anyway.
We can just put it in the title for the video.
Yeah. So, a woman named Kaisha ends up saving him, and they run off together, and she tells him that her brother and her daughter was actually killed by Wicked, apparently. And
so she did have a daughter?
Yeah, she did end up having a daughter.
Okay.
And her brother actually got captured.
Was he affected too?
Infected, yeah.
Whatever.
I don't think so. Anyway, she apparently, like, she ends up, like, having it. Of course, I'm going to also explain that later, which I thought was really interesting towards the end of the book.
Mm-hmm.
So they try to run away, and I totally forgot to mention she has, like, a 3-year-old son named Dante.
Aww.
Yeah, and he doesn't even talk.
Aww.
He can't talk. It was so cute. Anyway, so
this needs to be a movie.
I know it does. But, like,
we could just get an entire movie of Thomas Brody Sangster solo.
Really? That would be so great.
Why not?
I know, why not?
They do every other kind of movie that's,
Okay, so, Kaisha, Dante, and Newt, basically try to get away from these people that are, kind of sweeping the streets. And
to burn them alive?
Yeah, to burn them alive. And they end up getting captured anyway. But they
What a futile effort.
I know. And they take him to the Crank Palace, which this kind of backs up my theory about the epilogue, it being like Ava Page. She actually ends up, because all these, like, crank sweepers work for Wicked,
mm-hmm.
and she actually ends up telling them not to throw him in the crank pits.
Nope.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that backed up my theory actually.
Oh.
So they end up in the Crank Palace, and she finds out that her daughter is alive and her brother is alive.
Are they there too?
They escape the Crank Palace to go find them actually.
Oh.
Because apparently she actually had a phone and he was like texting her or something. It's also been a kind of a while since I read the book, so I may have to go back and look at that. So they end up finding him, and they wind up escaping through a wicked truck, which was tracked, and they stop in like the middle of the woods, and he tells them to get out. Like this part kind of made me get a little bit teary-eyed. He winds up telling them to get out because they're either gonna track him down or they're gonna track the truck down. And since they were with him, they get captured too.
Mhm.
So, to make a long story short, they end up leaving him.
They leave Newt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's pretty much where it ends, actually, because it's a really short book.
Well, it's an what's it called? Novella.
Yeah. So, what do you think about that, Hannah?
I think I'm gonna have to read it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. It's a good book.
Mm-hmm.
So, anything else?
I don't. This is your video, so whatever you want to talk about.
I meant, do you have any more thoughts on it, Hannah?
Oh no.
Okay, well, if that's it, then I guess I'm just gonna close and can stop my babbling. I apologize for the chaoticness of this video. Because I'm telling you, this is
I didn't think it was that chaotic.
I know, but this is just what happens when two sisters get together and talk about something they enjoy. It was good to have you, Hannah,
Good to be here.
in my room. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my first book too. I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye.